called George. The second is a middle-sized bear called Mavis and a tiny little bear called Brian. But they were better known as Father Bear, Mother Bear, and Baby Bear. And the last character is a little girl named Goldilocks.
Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a little house in the big wood. There was a great big bear called George, a middle-sized bear called Mavis, and a teeny little bear called Brian. But they were better known as Father Bear, Mother Bear, and Baby Bear, or the three bears.
The three bears lived very happily and quietly together in their house, which was always tidy. They each had their own things. They had their own food bowls, a big one with daisies on for Father Bear, a middle-sized one with buttercups on for Mother Bear, and a little one with rabbits on for Baby Bear. They had their own chairs, a big one with a high back and arms for Father Bear, a middle-sized one with big cushions for Mother Bear, and a little one with rabbits on for Baby Bear. They had their own beds, a big one with a carved headboard for Father Bear, a middle-sized one with a coiled headboard for Mother Bear, and a little one with rabbits on for Baby Bear. One morning, when it was his turn to make breakfast, Father Bear made a big pot of porridge. When it was ready, he poured it into the three bowls. It was still too hot to eat, so Father Bear suggested, as it was a sunny morning, that they all go for a stroll in the woods while the porridge cooled. After opening all the windows to let the sun in to warm the house, they set down the path. On that same morning, there was someone else walking in the big wood. A little girl called Goldilocks was stomping along, swatting at butterflies with a stick and kicking the heads of flowers. She was in a bad mood. Her mom had told her off and she'd slammed out of the house without any breakfast. Goldilocks was feeling very hungry when she suddenly smelled the warm, delicious smell of porridge. She followed the smell with her nose until she came to where the three bears' house stood in a sunny clearing. Goldilocks liked the look of the house, and when she peeped through the open window, she saw three bowls of porridge on the table. Goldilocks' empty tummy grumbled. She wondered if whoever lived in the house might like to share their breakfast with her, so she knocked on the door. There was no reply. Goldilocks then lifted the latch to see if the door was locked. It wasn't. After looking around, she opened the door, stepped inside, and went straight for the bowls of porridge on the table.
She first tried the biggest bowl with the most amount of porridge in it. "Oh," said Goldilocks, "too hot." Then she tried the middle-sized bowl. "Too cold," she said. Next, she tried the little bowl with the rabbits on. "Yum, yum, just right," she said, and quickly ate it all up. Goldilocks then started to make herself at home. She tried sitting in the biggest chair, but it was very uncomfortable. "Too hard," said Goldilocks. Then she tried a middle-sized chair. Too soft, she said. Next she tried a little chair. Just right, she said. She liked this one and wriggled with glee so much that crash. The back legs broke and she fell to the floor. Picking herself up and feeling a bit cross, Goldilocks then decided to explore the rest of the house. She went upstairs to the bedroom, where she found 3 beds. First, she tried lying on the biggest bed. Too high, she said. Then she tried lying on the middle-sized bed. Too low, said Goldilocks. Next she tried the little bed. Just right, she said. It was so comfortable that she immediately fell fast asleep. Very soon the 3 bears returned home from their walk and were surprised to find the door open. They looked inside and noticed the bowls of porridge on the table.
"Somebody has been eating my porridge," said Father Bear in a great, gruff, growling voice. "Somebody has been eating my porridge," said Mother Bear in a mellow, middle-sized voice. "Somebody has been eating my porridge and has eaten it all up," cried Baby Bear in a squeaky little voice. Then they noticed the chairs had been moved. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Mother Bear in a great, gruff, growling voice. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Mother Bear in a mellow, middle-sized voice. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair and broken it all to bits," sobbed Baby Bear in squeaky little voice, dripping tears onto the floor. The 3 bears then heard the sound of snoring coming from upstairs. They tiptoed up the stairs and into the bedroom. They looked at the round beds. "Somebody has been laying on my bed," said Father Bear in a great, gruff, growling voice. "Somebody has been lying on my bed," said Mother Bear in a mellow, middle-sized voice. "Somebody has been lying on my bed, and she's still there," wailed Baby Bear in a squeaky little voice.
This commotion woke Goldilocks up with a start. Seeing the 3 bears, she screamed, "Meow!" This so frightened the 3 bears that they all flung up their arms and they screamed too. "Meow!" Goldilocks thought she was going to be eaten. She leaped off bed and dived out of the nearest window. She landed with a blackberry buzz, picked herself up, and ran off home as fast as her leg would go. After the 3 bears got over their shock, Father Bear made some porridge. Mother Bear mended Baby Bear's chair and Baby Bears made the bed. They lived happily ever after and always locked the door when they went out, just in case. Goldilocks never went back to the 3 bears' house. She grew up into a fine young woman and had many adventures, but she never did eat porridge again.
There are a lot of vocabulary about daily activity in this story and also difficult to understand by children, such as set off out, wriggle, gruff, grumble, left out, and etc.
Okay, the moral messages of the story is we shouldn't be careless because of careless done by Father Bear when he's not closing the door of his house is very harmful to this family. That is when a little girl named Goldilocks came into their house and ruined some of their furniture such as chair and bed.
We have two questions related to the story of the three bears and Goldilocks. The first question is who has the middle-sized bowl with buttercups on? And the second question is what Goldilocks do when seeing the three bears?